Welcome to Earthtide Studios. It's Zach Knight here, guys, and I have my mate Josh Flint in the studio with me, and we are actually doing something pretty cool. We're making an Architects cover. We're actually doing one of the new tracks that they've released called Black Lungs, and Josh is in the studio with me right now. We're about halfway through the chorus, and we thought we'd make this quick video just so that people can see a little bit of the way that things go when you're in the process of recording with a client in the studio. Say hi, Josh.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, Josh can't help himself. He loves to have a good time all the time. But that's okay. Also, you'll hear a little bit of echo on my voice. That's because we're also monitoring here so Josh can hear himself. Not much I can do about that until I have my new studio where I've got a separate vocal booth. So if you have a problem with that, unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do, but that's okay. Anyway, Josh, we are shooting through for this next line. What is the line?
No place to go if we don't believe.
Awesome. But there is a place to go, and that's to get this chorus done. I love terrible jokes, people. Okay. All right, Josh, let's go for it.
Sure sounds like heaven to me. You gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
So timing there was a touch out, mate. Yeah, a bit rushed there. So flow it out a little bit for me. Test the line.
No place to go if we don't believe.
That very end part, I want you to just relax that a little bit more if you can.
If we don't believe.
That's it. Go for it.
Heaven to me. You gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
I think believe was a touch longer than it needed to be. Let's just have a quick listen. It is a touch longer than it needs to go for. But that's okay. We'll keep that.
It needs to go for longer.
No, it's a touch too long.
Yeah,
Sorry? Yeah. Cool. All right, go again for that, man.
Yeah. Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
The believe was great, but you came in just a touch fast there. So people will see that I'm doing a little bit of editing here, and what I'm doing is I was just taking the end part of that because that part of the line was good, but the start was no good, but the previous take was good. So we're keeping that. Put them together, and it's a really good idea to try and get your head around doing a little bit of editing as you go in the middle of a tracking session whilst still trying to keep time like rolling by and tracking happening. It's really important to get your head around fast editing and comping of vocals and things when you're in the middle of tracking if you can. Saves a lot of time for you post the production. It also means that a vocalist is going to be able to sit back and actually hear how things generally sound, at the end, like intermittent parts during the tracking session or the end of the tracking session, etc. So a really good thing. I know you appreciate that a lot, Josh, don't you?
It is nice.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to go that again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Okay. That was much better, dude. You had the timing really on point there. That's potential for your main line. So we're just going to put this one up the top, guys, there. I just like to throw it up a little bit higher so that... What was that?
I was really waiting for a but in that sentence.
Yeah, no, there's none. I like to put it up the top there, and that's the main line that we've got right now, and we're shooting to beat that one. Bit more, you were just like a tiny bit out on note there.
Okay.
So it's all about trying to get it a little bit
There's
on.
the but.
Yeah, that's right. Because what Josh is doing, guys, is he's doing pitched screaming / singing here. It's quite a complex technique involving singing and putting fry on your voice, plus Josh is singing in quite a high range. Now, this is reasonably comfortable for him, but still, it's not necessarily super easy, is it, Josh?
Yeah, no, not really.
No, but these kind of vocals, it's really hard to tune this kind of vocal. So the really important thing is to be super, super on point with the pitch. But there's another thing that I'm going to show you that we also do, a sneaky little thing to help control things staying in tune as well. But for now, we're going to get this done.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
You were very good on the timing there. I think you were a touch flat.
Pitch poo.
Yeah. All good. Go again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
That was much better.
Yahoo!
Josh also loves to make his great, fantastic, awesome, strange noises. But that's okay. So, as we can see, I mentioned this take up here was our good main line to beat. Josh just beat it now, so that comes down and sits into one of the left and right ones that we've got here. And now I am looking to get Josh to do this again for me. How many have we got here? Let me have a listen. We've got one, and then we've got the two main ones there, and the two gritty ones, and the two screams. So this is going to sit. Actually, we'll throw that up there for no use. That's going to sit there in our left and rights, and now I need to get a grittier one. So this is because you were combining a bit of clean and gritty in that, weren't you?
But yeah, so I kind of backed off.
Yeah, cool. All right. This one just needs to be all grit.
All grit?
Yep. All right, go for it.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Cool. I'll turn those other takes off for you. I had them there as a bit of a guide, but go again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
You're starting off a little bit oof,
Okay.
and then kicking back in again. So we're going to keep the ends because I like those, but we're going to get rid of those start bits. Go again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
So you were doing better on your end part of the other one. So I'm going to keep the first and part of that one, and we'll go with the end part for the other one, and undo that again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Awesome. That was just great all together. So we're going to chuck that up there as a spare. That's going to be our new grittier one. And now comes our secret way of getting the pitch to sound just nice, which is where I get Josh to sing the line without any grit, and then we tune it and chuck it really wet in the background. When I say wet, I mean washed out in reverb, and it just sits in the background. And currently at the moment, we've just got auto-tune running with a nice retune speed. I think we've got it on... 15. I'll put a bit of flex tune on there as well. And it's just sitting in the key of the song. And that is just there because it's just going to make it so that those background cleans that are sitting there to reinforce the pitch are just snapping straight to the note. And I'll manually tune them using Vari Audio in Cubase later on. Anyway, go for it, Josh. I need you to sing those, please. Cool beans. Let's do the thing.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Cool. It was a touch strained. See if you can make it a little bit less strained.
No place to go if we don't believe.
Better.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Cool. Can you do that again?
Yeah.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Touch strained there. Do you want to grab yourself a little sip of water, please? Always make sure that you keep your vocalist hydrated. Very necessary. All right, go again.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Timing sounded a little whack there. Yeah, go again, please.
Heaven to me, you gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Better. It's a touch strained, but it's going to sit more in the background, but you are definitely a lot closer to being within consistency of where your pitch was. You were consistently out of tune the same amount across the whole thing. So that's good, though, because it means that I can consistently tune you the same amount and it'll sit okay. So let's just have a quick listen to what we did, everybody.
Sure sounds like heaven to me. You gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Cool. which sounds pretty good. Just isolating those vocals so you can hear that now.
You gotta cut the roots to kill the weeds. No place to go if we don't believe.
Sounds really awesome. I love it, Josh, and I'm sure you do too.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, awesome. All right, we're going to leave it there, guys, just so that Josh and I can keep going and try and get some more of this out before Josh has to head off for the day, and we're going to finish the rest of this on Monday, and I'll be then doing all my vocal parts as well, because I'm going to do about 40% of the vocals on this track, and Josh is going to do the rest. So the lion's share. Hey, Josh.
It's done. Yes, I do this.
Sure. I love the fake accent there. It's great, mate. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out another Technique Tuesday. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of an insight into what it looks like when you're tracking with a client in the studio. Stay tuned as Josh and I have some really cool stuff coming up, don't we, Josh?
We do indeed.
I look forward to sharing it. But for now, if you want to help us out, of course, please, by all means, subscribe. But more importantly, if you want to learn how I do this kind of stuff, please feel free to check out some of our previous videos, as well as you can grab the free vocal production course. You can just click the link below and that's yours. There's no charge or anything along those lines. But most importantly, and if you want to get in touch with me, you can do so via Facebook, Instagram, or you can get in touch with me on the contact form on our website if you want to work with me. But for now, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and we're going to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Burn it down and bring the